If there was something that best represented my personality, it would be a pencil. The reason behind this is that the pencil is something that is utilized to make different things, such as drawings, and helps express one's imagination, which I, as an individual, enjoy doing. Drawing, making stories, and creating characters within those stories has always been a big hobby of mine, and the pencil helps me create these things as outlets to let my creativity and imagination go wild. It also represents me wanting to achieve great things, even though I may not excel in particular things, which is the same as a pencil, being used to create wondrous and beautiful art, even though they are some of the simplest art supplies used. The night of September 29, 2006, one of the nights plagued by a typhoon that was devastating Cavite, called Typhoon Milenio, was the night my mother's water broke. She was immediately brought to De La Salle University Medical Center and brought into the labor room at around 8 p.m., where she was guided by the doctors and assisted in her labor. My mother would then spend 9 excruciating hours trying to give birth to me, and that's when, on September 30, 2006, at exactly 5:07 a.m., I was given birth to by my mother, and at that moment started my ongoing story and a new chapter in my parents' lives. The first 5 years of my story was the point where I started to form a path towards my fate and destiny. Although I still didn't know which direction I would go, I was still given knowledge by my parents about the world around me and the different possibilities that were out there. These early years of my life were some of the most fun I had, but what I didn't know was that the next few years were going to be even more fun. During troubling times when my parents were both in their lowest points, she was always there to comfort us. She always has been the light that shines during dark and stormy nights, always there to bring our spirits back to life. Although she still has her own imperfections like being a very stubborn kid, she is still and will always be our little princess that we will cherish and protect. My parents are two of the most loving and caring people I know, always willing to help and support others that are in need. They taught me valuable lessons like learning to cherish the things that are special to me. My parents were the ones who were always supporting me in everything that I did, always covering my back and helping me accomplish things. Throughout the years, They have never been tired of providing for their children. Most of the time, they were always thinking about us before themselves. That is why they are the type of people I aspire to be: kind, generous, and understanding. Throughout their own lives, they have experienced many hardships, but they endured it all and came on top. Everything they do is for the sake of our family. I love both of my parents very much, and I wish for nothing else other than for them to live long, healthy lives and for whatever they want to be fulfilled. A house is not truly a home without my parents. They are the ones that make it a home by imbuing it with their love and care, and by making it feel like a safe and comfy place that is perfect to call home. February 25, 2021, at around 4:30 a.m. I was sleeping peacefully until my mom woke me up and told me to get her phone. She said this with panic and urgency in her voice. I did what she told me, then I stood up from my bed, but still drowsy due to suddenly being woken up. I went downstairs to my mom and asked what happened. Before she gave me her answer, I realized that my dad was not home, our car was gone, and that the door to my older cousin and my tita's room was wide open. My mom then told me that my cousin, Ate Hazel, was woken up by her mom telling her to get water. She then realized that the tita was having a hard time breathing. She quickly got a glass of water to give her. Realizing the tita was still suffocating, she woke my mom and dad up. My dad started our car and helped carry my tita to it. They then rushed her to the hospital. I was dumbfounded when hearing this, and at that moment my sister and other tita, Tita Tess, woke up due to the commotion that was caused. We told them what happened and we all collectively started praying for my Tita Emmer's recovery. But sadly, it was too late. When she was brought into the emergency room, she had already passed away. My dad, grief-ridden, called my mom and told her the news. When our mom then told us what happened, we were all in complete shock. Our emotions overflowed. We were all struck with sudden grief and mourning. Different members of my family came to our house to console us, and especially my Ate Hazel. She was now alone, due to her father not appearing in her life, and now her mother passing away. My Tita Emmer's death was so sudden and out of the blue. Just 12 hours earlier, I was together with her, home alone, and not talking to her, which filled me with such guilt after her death. Although this experience was traumatic, it did teach me a lesson. That lesson is to appreciate every passing moment you have with the people you cherish. This experience also taught me that even though you may think that the experiences you have with others don't matter, they actually do. For every moment you have with others is a memory you will live when you pass on. My tita may be dead, but she will not be forgotten for all the things she has done.